Welcome back to Project Trackday, because this video is gonna be for American viewers only. Let's get right into Sebring International Raceway. But the last time we did into this for a pre-GTE lap times is Cuba, and the next one we completely done it by using a Ferrari 488 GTB in Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. And the last time that we never seen about this, but looks like it has taken all of this one for making so many hours. So it looks like we're going to be all the way to drive away. And because other players has been... Oh no, this is not going to be very good much as well. So maybe it should be going to be taking for a too much time until these guys are just absolutely always keeping on joining in this game. Unfortunately, they won't able to leave at this game. So I believe it won't be absolutely try to do so. That night, it will be going to be very possible to do like this, because I absolutely completely so very waste of my time. So absolutely, this video is for only American viewers only that should might able to watch like this before I absolutely going to be doing for a give myself for a go. So absolutely, if my time will be absolutely going to be doing whatever, we have the GTE class starting with the Corvette C7R. We cannot do about for this night time until this guy might able to leave or just moving back into the return into a racing hub. So absolutely, we're going to be starting all the way to lap times. Maybe you remember inside of for a 1,000 miles of Sebring, that should be able to get for monstrosity from afternoon to internal midnight as well. So I'm going to be doing this for tomorrow morning. The next morning, let's try to do this, shall we? As we're going to be speaking all the way to sequential transmission, let's do for our previous lap times for just for a very first time, and let me see the lap guide as well. So as we're going to be putting all the way throughout here, as we're going to be taking for a little bit for no stress as always, as using for the 56 gear, but all the way down into all of the sudden the GTE lap times won't be going to be necessary. Because if I just have a bad luck on these guys, or just, well, I won't be able to get a little bit worse. But this deadly sports car is going to be a little bit for itself. So as you're going to be never seeing about for this moment, I'm maybe probably going to be using for a Forza mode that I just probably using all the way down here. And this is where it is just going to be slowing down. And by I guess that I'm going to be trying to a little bit for a using for a third gear without oversteering, we're just going to be a good one choice. But until that, we're going to be hitting onto red line until 6th gear goes. Let's slow down for a 4 cones. That should be might able to take a little bit monstrosity. It is absolutely going to be making more mistakes that I never able to see. But going on onboard view is just impossible, but very not great at all. So if it's just not great at all, wait a second. If it's just absolutely not great at all, but looks like it says absolutely not well more cooler, that causing a little bit trouble onto their lap times. So I suggest absolutely going to be way more too quickly as the only advantage. I'm just going to be taking around for knowledge. This is how the top speed is going to get work. Before I might going to make a little bit straight, let me use for a AT Motorsport mode onto this time, an estimated time that we're going to be doing this a little bit tricky. So it looks like we're going to be a little bit for a making for anonymous turn. So it looks like we just absolutely made it to this a various mistakes. So it looks like we're going to be taking onto our faster lap times, slow this down, and make it to our distance for this time. So absolutely going to be taking on the 5th gear. So it won't be going to be taking much longer. Head on to 3rd gear down into its front. Make sure I'm not going to be oversteer to this one. So looks like I won't be able to make something for a biggest oversteer ever. Whatever that I mean it, that I'm going to be to do like this before. If I'm just going to be finishing one lap at a time, which is I never say, which is going to be taking for a much previous lap times, it's 1 second, 0.500 seconds all the way. Looks like it's 1.500 in behind as well. So it looks like we're going to be taking on to this one. It looks like let's get a little bit slower into our 2nd gear but more like these lap times will be absolutely going to be necessary as always. Before we're going to be end up this video in last night, so I'm absolutely going to be taking a little bit more stressful, a little bit understeer as well. And because of this somewhere, this is what absolutely I just absolutely corner cut it for the first time, because due to exactly bad luck for 10 years, it looks like I might going to be taking a little bit slower, but not too much as well. But it looks like we're going to be taking onto the outside lane and making a little bit much stressful, much very stressful. 0.666 seconds away, and it's going to be taking for a little bit. Average speed is 172 miles per hour, so it's going to be taking for a little bit much, but overall it will be going to be taking for much strategy, and we have done it. 1 minute and 49 seconds, under 1 minute and 50 seconds as well. So I have to try again, but all of a sudden it will be going to be taking much very loud as always, because if the Corvette C7R is the most loudest vehicle as literally possible, but unless this is some kind of just going to be more lap times that they're going to be doing a little bit. So all you have to do is make a very faster lap times to do so before it's going to get dark. Looks like somebody just joined, otherwise looks like back in third gear. Looks like we're just absolutely making to this a little bit, and we just absolutely made it worse for this another one. So the current lap time is 1 minute and 49.229. So maybe I guess that I'm going to be making to this decision. So I have to return home, and let's going to be doing this again. Right, the next one is I'm going to be choosing the Ford GTE, which means if I'm going to be doing something like a world record, let's just say, let's do for our fastest lap times, whatever that I'm going to be seeing. Start the engine as moment. It's a little bit quiet, but the last scene in first decade on this video is mount of some kind of extremely loud was the Corvette C7R. It was absolutely pretty insanely loud, but absolutely we never meant to say about this thing. So all you have to do is going to be taking a little bit more lap times as whatsoever. So I'm just going to be taking a little bit for there's only one opportunity. So it looks like, let's say, let's do for an exact world record that I'm going to be saying. It looks like if I just going to be making onto under 1 minute and 50 seconds, which is I'm going to be making throughout the best. So it looks like if I just going to be making throughout for this very first time, so absolutely I'm going to be saying all the way down here because of oversteers and understeers make me gone too far. So it looks like I'm going to be doing like I say, that I'm going to be taking for a one advantage, and we're not doing this for literally again. So maybe next time that the Corvette C7R for just a little bit for just only one. The next time the C7R will take it once again. So I have to tell you what is going on. Before I have to make for the fastest lap times, it won't be going to be taking for just a little bit much by using a sequential transmission as well. As I'm just going to be reaching all the way to 6th gear, slow it down. Oh no, we just made it for the understeer as well. Because I just made a major mistake all the way down here, using the 4th gear, this is how it's going to be anyways. That I'm just going to be using for a cockpit view for just all the way for just a little bit. And I'm just going to be taking a little bit more strategy. Looks like I'm just going to be slowing down for a little bit pretty much, using around the 5th gear. All you have to do is going to be heading on into the finish line, and 1 minute and 50 seconds. Let's do this for even, shall we? 5th gear? Let's do this for only one opportunity like I never going to be saying. But overall, this is not going to be literally fast. Let's say, let's going to be more faster than 1 minute and 49. Let's do this for only one of the time for just absolutely going to be using. If I'm just going to be going way into the cockpit, it won't be absolutely trying to say when this is absolutely kind of just a little bit cursed. But you might going to get inside of trouble during faster lap times. 1 second, 0.933 was absolutely the fastest first sector in the one time, because this Ford GT is gonna dominate even other sides, just like its only other views. In other words, for this time, I'm gonna be using for the 2nd gear, that I won't able to get avoided to all over itself. Before it won't be gonna be, I guess, I won't be gonna be taking for a little bit much advantage. Almost hit the apex for just a little bit. Almost gonna get into the corner cut after hitting the apex. So it looks like 0.6 seconds away from this a little bit of front. So I'm just gonna be taking a little bit much strategy. Now we're gonna be taking on to the high speed era. That was an absolutely understeer. Gonna get and snap out of the exit. It will be gonna be taking about for this. Unless we're gonna be taking for a little bit much time. I may be gonna be taking for just a little bit for fourth gear. I might gonna be making just a little bit one decision that we're gonna be making all the way into exactly one thing. 1 minute and 48 seconds, which is the absolutely fastest thing. I think that's the end of this video that I'm gonna be taking for a little bit for this strategy. So I have to jump out of this vehicle, and we cannot able to do for a super attack for just what is next. So if you enjoy about for this, something kind of this video, and battle around for Sebring, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And thanks for watching and about all of this strategy. That if you enjoyed that, your American viewers just absolutely watch this, because this video is only in purpose use. And that was absolutely all for today. Thanks for watching, and which will be Turbo Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Over and out.